Hello and welcome friends in marginal costing. Now we are going to start a new topic, very important topic. Even it is very important in decision making, and that is key factor analysis. First of all, what is key factor? Key factor means limiting factor or scarce factor. That means out of various resources, if any one or more resources are in scarcity or the limited quota of such resources is available for a specific period, then for that particular period, that particular resource or resources are called key factor. And we should take the situation of key factor into consideration at the time of making planning of production and sales quantity. There can be various types of key factors, but sales quantity as well as selling price both are always key factor in short term. But so far as the resources are concerned, say very known resources, material or labor, particular type of labor or particular type of machinery or particular type of personnel or workmen who can work on specific type of machinery are many a times in shortage. Say workers having qualification of specific type or who have been trained to operate particular type of machinery are not always available in the market as and when we need them. Say many a times workers having completing particular type of course can be available in the market once or twice a year whenever the batch of particular type of workers come out of the educational institutions. But the main thing in analysis or financial analysis is whenever we face the situation of key factor, the main thing is to compare the profitability of various products on the basis of the key factor, and the product which is more profitable in terms of key factor should be given the priority in our production and sales planning. Here profitability means contribution per unit of the key factor. What is contribution per unit of the key factor will be discussed in detail in the forthcoming lectures. But first of all, to find out the profitability, that is contribution per unit of the key factor, first of all we need the contribution per unit, and we know that contribution per unit is nothing but the excess of selling price over the variable cost per unit. See, in this case selling price are available rupees 100 and 120, and these four items are variable cost. In this case, the summation of variable cost comes to rupees 45, and in this case the summation of variable cost comes to rupees 51. So if we calculate contribution, the selling price per unit is 100 in first case of X and 120 in case of Y, less variable cost 45 as well as 51. The contribution per unit comes to rupees 55 and 69. In simple terms, product B seems to be more profitable because it gives more contribution per unit. But that should not be conclusion every time. The conclusion should be consciously based on the resource or the item which is the key factor at particular moment. Now we are going to discuss various types of key factors in this case only. First of all, if the total sales potential in units is limited, total sales potential in units is limited, that type of information is available in the problem. In simple words, the sales quantity, that means sales units, is the key factor. That is the interpretation. When we are given the information that the sales potential in units is limited, we simply mean that the sales quantity or sales volume is the key factor. When sales volume is the key factor, what is the profitability? Now the common meaning of profitability in terms of, in case of key factor analysis is given to be contribution per unit of key factor. That means contribution per unit of sales quantity. Yes, profitability equals to contribution per unit itself, which we have already calculated. In case of X it is rupees 55, in case of Y it is rupees 69. So if the sales quantity is the key factor or the total sales potential in units is the key factor or is limited, then Y is more profitable. So if we give rank, assign rank, then first rank will be given to Y and second rank will be given to X. So at the time of planning of production as well as sales, we should plan for Y first. We should plan for the maximum possible quantity of Y, and then for X the remaining capacity or production capacity or resources should be used. That's it. In the next lecture or lectures we are going to discuss other key factors in the same case. Thank you very much.